Veronica Maina,
Yes.
How do you separate those roles and interests for a president who campaigned, told the Kenyans this is what I want to do, and now needs resources to implement that program? How do you make that pitch for the bill neater so that you avoid the suspicion that is coming?
I will do that in a few minutes. And before I do so, let me first say, when Senator Simona talks about that even if he came with a letter from Jesus, maybe I still need to inform him that Jesus' letter is in the Bible. If he can read the Bible every day, he will find Jesus' letter, and it has answers for many, many issues,
Does
including
it have my
taxation,
name directed at William
including, he knows you by your name,
No.
so he will still answer you. So don't wait for another one written about the finance bill. He's given us the wisdom. That Bible will even talk about taxation, that give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Now that's on a light note. It will have everything that he would need to see. But coming down to the issue of discussion at hand, we must appreciate certain facts. You remember a clip that has circulated from Honorable former Premier, Honorable Raila Odinga, regarding the cost of living. And he was declaring when he was in the handshake regime that this cost of living has gone up everywhere, Sam. And I have traveled in a few places. And the cost of goods, the cost of travel, the cost of item has skyrocketed, not just in Kenya. If you look at the dollar exchange rate right now, there is a very heavy fight in the financial market on how the inflation rates have gone up. It's not just in Kenya, but the problem we're having is that with this finance bill, it seems it has been used as a bridge for a frustration that is being expressed by Azimio. And instead of having a candid conversation with Kenyans on why it is necessary for government to have revenue and government to have some resources to be able to disburse even to the counties for services to be given to the people, we instead have an opposition which says we are going to reject it wholesome. Is that an answer? Sam, it is not an answer. Now, if the cost of living, the inflation has gone up across the whole world, everywhere, even in the US, everything is very expensive right now, Sam.
But Senator Veronica, still on that point, does it concern you? Hold on. Does it concern you? You're saying that the inflation rate has been rising, apart from we've seen a bit of slowdown in the last few months.
Yes.
Does it concern you that VAT on fuel from 8% to 16%, turnover tax from 1% to 3%, lowering the range to 500,000 shillings, which is about 1,370 shillings a day from business? Does it bother you that that is likely to push the cost of living even higher?
Let me say this, Sam. Those are the areas that have been flagged by the Azimio. What they have not done, let me just, can you allow me?
Senator,
it's not Azimio.
You're calling people hecklers, and you're a chief heckler.
But it is not Azimio.
You allow me to
KEPSA is not Azimio.
Let me say this. What they have not flagged in this finance bill is that there is a zero rating on grains.
Yes.
There is zero rating on equipment that is dealing with medical care. There is removal of taxes and reduction of IDF, you know, the import declaration tax. There is a reduction from to 7.5. The rental income is one that has been reduced to 7.5. What does that translate to? The finance bill has tried to balance between what is being asked of the citizen and what is being paid into the government. And there is a need that has been given to recovery of any amount you would want to recover on VAT. Before, it was very difficult for people to recover their input. Once you had paid into the VAT account, it was difficult for a trader or a business person to recover what they were claiming from the government.
The returns.
The returns have now been eased up so that it's much easier for traders to even make it in business to recover the fund that they need from the government. Those facts are not being told to the public, Sam. What is being told to the public is just what is going up. It's a balancing act in that finance bill, Sam. And in that balancing act...
In specific terms, if this bill passes as it is, on the 1st of July 2023, will life be more expensive or cheaper?
I wouldn't say it will be more expensive or cheaper,
yes.
Sam, because there's a balance that has been struck.
No, it will be
you know,
cheaper.
for instance, Sam,
So will it be the same?
let me say it could even be the same, but we are not being allowed to have that conversation in a free environment. Because if you look, for instance, on the taxes on imported furniture, it has gone up. Why has it gone up? Because we want to encourage the local industry to now manufacture furniture from within the nation.
Okay. All right.
Such aspects, Sam,
Yeah.
will definitely make trading much easier for the traders who are in Juakali sector. Does that make life harder for the Juakali sector or more difficult? It eases up.
Okay.
You will find there is something that has been done on leather to encourage the local industry to invest more in that and to trade more in that. But what we are hearing, Sam,
Yes.
is an opposition which thinks that government is the one that should be driving the cost of unga down. Sam, which government in the world has ever given people food every day? Because I've had demand from the opposition, to be honest, that government needs to drive. This unga must be 50 shillings, 100 shillings. While the request is good, but you know, it is just hyping public mood.
Okay.
Because I've not seen a government, let me finish.
Yes.
I have not seen a government, even the US itself, giving food to the people on a daily basis and saying your dinner will be given here.
There's a
every
welfare
day
program.
to everybody.
Yes.
Every day to everybody.
Every month people
the
receive
problem
welfare
with
checks.
Azimio, Sam,
These
is
guys in Azimio,
an
they
act
see
of
Azimio
deception. they use the politics are so deceiving and so alluring.
Senator Maina, I wish you spent time to talk about what is in the finance bill.